If you like the video, please like and subscribe.
Alright guys, so I had a couple messages. It's been a minute since I've posted a video, obviously. 23 days to be exact. So things have just kind of piled up here recently to where I haven't been working. This is the first time I actually even uncovered the car since the last video. So I just kind of want to go over all the cars right now, exactly what's going on, explain what's going on, and why no videos have been being made, and the future of everything right now. So basically at work right now, the owner of our shop got knee surgery, so I've been kind of running the show. It's been really taking a toll on me. It's just a lot of stress and a lot of work, and kind of took the wind out of my sails. So I want to say about last weekend, I finally was getting motivation to get some stuff done. I had to go out to about an hour and a half away. I have a big grapple bucket for my tractor. I was going to go trade it in and get a new one, a different one. So on the way out, there was an incident with my Ram 2500. I'm sure y'all have seen it in my videos before. So here's the footage from that.
Oh.
So essentially what happened is the pin that holds in the spider gears wallowed out the carrier somehow and eventually just walked its way out. It hit the diff housing, blew a hole in the side of the diff housing, blew a hole at the back of the diff housing, tore up all the spider gears, tore up the ring gear, everything. It completely destroyed the whole rear end of that truck. So that really was a huge blow to me. I wasn't expecting that to happen whatsoever. So I actually had to replace the whole entire rear end of that truck. Obviously they don't make that rear end anymore, so I had to find a good used one. That truck is kind of an oddball. It has a 373 gear ratio, which was okay because a 410 was an option, but it was an open diff. It didn't have a posi. The only one I found did have a posi, so I ended up replacing it with a posi. Now, when all this happened, I mean, you got to understand, I was going 60 miles an hour down a straight road, and the drive shaft literally came to a fucking halt within a second. So the whiplash of the drive line throughout that whole truck wasn't good. So I put the new rear end in it. I'm driving it. The rear end, the new one, had a little bit of a howling noise, and it just put a bad taste in my mouth. This truck has left me stranded twice now. I've owned probably over 100 cars easily in my life, and this is the only vehicle that's ever left me stranded twice, or any times at all. So essentially, I said I'm done with it. I don't really tow that heavy anymore. Not only that, that thing was a 2500 with a 5.7 Hemi, 6-speed trans, so it wasn't the best to haul with regardless. I mean, it was built pretty fucking tough, but it was kind of gutless. So I really started doing my research, and it really just took a toll on me mentally as far as my projects. Between work, getting that truck back up and fixed, because that was my daily. I mean, I daily drove my 89 town car for the time being, and my Harley, until I got that thing going again. But then the search for a new truck began. My biggest thing was warranty. I wanted reliability, but I also didn't want a big truck again. So I went through, was I going to get another F-150? I looked at Jeep Gladiators again, but the reliability kind of threw that out the window there because they're not the most reliable. So I hunted around. I've always really liked Tacomas, but the price on a Tacoma is absolutely astronomical. But they're reliable and they're really good trucks. So I started doing a lot of research on it, and I ended up buying a brand new 2023 Tacoma 4-wheel drive crew cab. I'll show that here in a minute. So I'm super excited about that. So finally, things are, I feel like, gonna calm down, get back into the normal routine, where I can start knocking out some more of these videos, going through these cars some more, teaching more people about boosted small blocks, budget builds, things like that. So I'm gonna pick up the camera. We're gonna go over exactly what's going on with this car and why we haven't driven it. We're gonna go over the S10, what parts I'm waiting on or what I need to find in order to start really get going on that. I'll show you all my new truck. I can show you my 89 Lincoln. I don't think I've ever showed it. It's kind of really a wreck right now, but it's a pretty cool car. Yeah, so here we go. All right, so if you guys remember, I put a 7-quart oil pan on this and put a windage tray in it. So it had an oil leak. I thought it was the oil pan gasket. Turns out it was not the oil pan gasket. So I can show you now that it's daylight. So you can see that weld on the pan right there. That weld is actually leaking. You can actually see a drip right in the corner there. The weld's leaking. So basically what has to happen right now is I have to drain all the brand new oil out of this thing, pull that pan out, clean it up really good, and re-weld that weld that they messed up on. So that's really it. The car runs and drives. I did drive it to work one time, but it is losing a lot of oil, so it makes me nervous driving it. The new carburetor's still freaking awesome. Everything's good to go on it. I haven't driven it in 23 days, really. All right, the S10. Obviously, I got the bed off of it. I have a new bed I'm not even gonna bother showing. It's just a bed. So right now, what we need to do, I need to get the old fuel tank out of it. I'm gonna get the frame all painted up nice. While the bed's off, I'll get the new bed put on it. Interior is completely stripped, ready for the cage. Basically with the cage, the way I'm doing it, the cage came with metal plates that you're supposed to just weld into the floor. Well, that's never gonna pass tech, and I am gonna drag race this truck. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting holes in the body. The cage actually, the frame of the truck is in here. And if you tied the cage into there, obviously your body would be beyond the cage and won't pass tech. So what has to happen, I have to cut a hole here, and I will weld a piece of tubing off the side of the frame to come out, and then I weld the cage down on top of that. And then I have to also add in a bar that runs the length of the body from here to the front of the cage, in order to be like a certified 850 cage. I'm trying to do it right. Engine bay completely gutted. I got a couple things to button up. I got the little AC delete, and that's really it. So what I'm waiting on exactly on this, I need to just go buy some square tubing to really get going on that cage. It's been so damn hot here in Florida. It's brutal. During the day, it's like not even bearable to be outside working on these things. And at night, the damn gnats and the bugs are ridiculous. So it's really gonna take me some time this summer to really get going on these projects. But we are gonna get going on them hopefully here soon. It is July now, so hopefully it starts cooling down at the end of this month and we can start knocking these things out. So here is my new truck. I was a little worried about towing because I do tow the Corvette. That'll be towing the S10. I have my camper over here. The hearse is still sitting there. But it's rated for 6,500 pounds. So I'll be kind of maxed out, but I'm going to get a trailer brake controller. I'll probably do airbags to the back of it. So yeah, I got a really, really good deal, I feel like. I bought it brand new. I really shopped around. So I'm pretty happy with it. Other than that, it's really nothing fancy whatsoever, just a normal old Tacoma. So yeah, that's basically been my holdup, and I'm really excited to have a brand new vehicle. It's been a really long time since I got a new truck. I bought my Ram used, so this thing actually did come with a lifetime warranty because I'm the original owner, as long as I keep up with all the services, which obviously I will since I run the shop. It's not going to be a big deal for me, but I really plan on keeping this thing a really long time. So that was the whole goal of buying this one. I got to go get my dogs. I figured I'd show y'all my dad's emus. My dog's over here harassing them. Pretty cool. Kind of mean, but nope. So this is the 89 Lincoln. I think I showed it in a video really early on in my channel. I've owned this thing 7 or 8 years now. You can see my logo, it's been up there for a while. This car used to be mint, but I kind of left it outside, so I got a little rust starting there. This is the worst rust on the whole entire car, and it looks like shit as it kind of runs down. I need to clean that back up, but other than that, ice cold AC, cold or hot heat, thing runs absolutely flawless. No check engine lights, anything like that. So I drive this thing like once a week. It's been a good car. The top's falling apart on it. I really kind of neglected it over the years, but this was actually my wife's great-grandmother's, and I think the great-grandmother bought it off of her great-great-uncle. So I'm 99% sure this has been in the exact same family its whole entire life. So kind of a cool story on this one, and it got passed down to us, and we've kept it now for 8 or 9 years. So pretty neat car. That car too, someday I plan on doing something cool with it. I just don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Thought about lifting it, putting some like 32-inch off-road tires, putting a roof rack on it, LED light bar and stuff. We do live around dirt roads and stuff. When hurricanes come, it'd be a pretty cool bug out car. The thing just runs and drives so good, so I don't know what I want to do. It has a 5.0 in it, fuel injected. It's never given me a problem. I've driven it all the hell over Florida, so someday I'll do something cool with it. I thought about throwing a turbo on it at one point, but I just don't know yet. I have too many projects right now. All right, so in my previous videos, y'all seen the hearse. I did the 454 swap to it. Oh man, I never finished it. Kind of just lost interest in it. The hearse really isn't my style. I don't know, I just don't really like them. So I'm pretty much just parking it for now. Leaving the motor in it just because I can come out here and start the thing up and run the motor, keep it healthy. So I've really just turned it into storage. I got my slicks back here for the S10. I got a set of brand new turbo headers for the S10. That's really about it. Just a bunch of wires and stuff. I've just been kind of throwing the stuff back here. Keep it out of the weather. So this project's dead. Maybe someday I'll revive it, but I highly doubt it. So if anybody wants to buy a hearse, I'll sell it super cheap without a motor and trans. Well, there you have it, guys. That's why I haven't been posting videos in a while, so just bear with me. We are going to get back into the turbo Corvette over here. We're really going to start knocking stuff out on this S10. I have the motor, I have the trans, I have the tires. I'm pretty sure I got a set of wheels lined up. Roll cage is already sitting here ready to go. Yeah, time's killing me. The damn bugs at night, and it's been so hot, so Florida's pretty brutal without a garage, which really sucks, but we're getting there. That's about it. So hopefully with this new truck, it'll be nice and reliable for me and be a good truck. I freaking hope so. And yeah, that's it. We'll see how it tows. I might do some videos on it or something. Like I said, it is a 2023. It's the last year of this body style and this motor. They're changing the body style and they're going to a little turbo 4-cylinder. So I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully I'll have some new uploads here soon. Thanks.